Trump's joking about launching nukes off the White House roof, he's also talking about who's going to inherit MAGA in 2028. And killer robots just got fucking upgrades. We have those stories and so much more. This is your daily injection of political crack. I know you can't stop watching, so let's go. Starting with Trump is on the roof of the White House.
Why are you on the roof?
Mr. President, what are you doing up there?
Just it's good for your health.
What are you going to build up there?
What's he trying to build? What is that? What does
that mean?
What does this mean? So yeah, he's hanging out up on the roof and he's interacting with the press. It's so hilarious. Now there's these people, they're pissed off. Trump wanders around on the roof of the White House shouting at reporters. I mean, obviously he's up there looking at something. I think it's about the ballroom. He's trying to get eyes on the grounds where he wants the ballroom to be, right? But of course, you know, no one ever wants to report things accurately when they're mad at Trump. This just stinks of, I'm mad, so I'm going to misrepresent it. But then the craziest thing happens, right? Because he's just having fun. He knows that everyone's going to write about this. I guarantee you, he went up there because he wants to get eyes on it. He's like, let's go up there and go take a look. Let's turn this into a photo shoot too while we're up there. And the press, they're going to go nuts. A president on the roof. But what he does next is he starts talking about how he's going to build some nuclear missile launchers on top of the roof. Let's go.
Mr. President, what do you want to build? What are you trying to build? Sir, you said
Missiles.
you approve?
Nuclear missiles.
Are you building missiles? Come on now.
Did you say missiles?
Oh my God, I love that. It's so fucking funny, dude. It's just, we have to talk about it. No president has ever joked about it. Here's a POV like upstairs. Here's all the press. He's talking to them down there.
It's just another way to spend my money for the country. Anything I do is financed by me, so you don't have to worry. It's contributed. Just like my salary is contributed, but nobody ever mentions that.
Now I have a question. Like, I'm still super curious about this. What is Trump doing? Is something beautiful? Wait, hold on. I think what he's doing, my friends, is describing Sydney Sweeney's tits. 100%. No. We know what he's doing up there. He's turning that shit into a Buc-ee's. This is going to be a great Buc-ee's. Look, before Trump has his way with it, after. Oh yeah, bro, I need to go through that drive-through. And you're not going to believe this. I swear to God, this is not AI. In other news, Jim Acosta. This guy, I remember I could not stand this guy for the longest time. I haven't seen him around. Former? Did he get fired? He must have got fired. He did an interview with a father who created an AI version of his son. His son was killed during the Parkland shooting. That's a whole bag. That's a whole can of worms there to break down. There are layers to this.
I would like to know what your solution would be for gun violence.
Great question. I believe in a mix of stronger gun control laws, mental health support, and community engagement. We need to create safe spaces for conversations and connections, making sure everyone feels seen and heard. It's about building a culture of kindness and understanding. What do you think about that?
Bro, that's a robot program to say something. This guy's Jim Acosta. CNN, of course he's CNN host. Bro, it's not a real person. You're interviewing an AI and agreeing with it. That's wild. It's just programmed to say what you want. But here's the thing though, this father recreated his son. Like, I'm pro guns, okay? But if you're a father and you lose your child in, you know, gun violence, especially something at like a school shooting, right? It's super understandable that, yeah, you might not be pro-gun. Maybe you were before, but you're definitely not going to be if you lose your child to it. Or not definitely, but very likely, or it would be completely understandable at the very least. And I think that, you know, this father going on the anti-gun path after losing his child totally makes sense. And I have nothing bad to say about the guy for doing that because of what happened. Like, what am I going to say other than, you know, I understand and respect what you're doing, but also at the same time, I'm still pro-gun. It's complicated. But the weirder thing is that he created an AI version of his son, and it's supposed to be kind of like an activist type of thing. but it also gives me the vibe of like he misses his son, and it's kind of Black Mirror-esque.
Hello, everyone. This is Manuel Oliver. I am Joaquin Oliver's father. Today, he should be turning 25 years old. And my wife, Patricia, and myself, we asked our friend Jim Acosta to make an interview, have an interview with our son, because now, thanks to AI, we can bring him back. It was our idea, it was our plan, and it's still our plan. We feel that Joaquin has a lot of things to say, and as long as we have an option that allows us to bring that to you and to everyone, we will use it. So stop blaming people about where he's coming from, or blaming Jim about what he was able to do. If the problem that you have is with the AI, then you have the wrong problem. The real problem is that my son was shot 8 years ago. So if you believe that that is not the problem, you are part of the problem.
This guy's still in pain. That's what I have to say. He's there's a lot to unpack here. So he's talking, I think he's probably dealing with AI haters, because this is weird. Like, and in his own words, he brought his son back, and this is probably going to become a lot more prominent going forward with AI bringing. Whew, that's a lot to unpack, bro. I feel so bad for this man. I really do. But there's two different issues here. One is like there's an actual concern that, you know, it's not about like his son being not mattering. It's just there's two different issues here to break down, and that is this healthy for us to bring back our loved ones via AI? Have AI versions of them. Also, there's the issue of gun violence. There's two separate things, and I don't think that one needs to be focused on more than the other. They're just separate. Anyways, that's such a crazy ass story. Moving on, update on the Texas Democrat situation, where they have flooded the state so they can prevent some redistricting that they're trying to do. At the end of the day, the righties are trying to have power by changing the districts so they're more red, and the lefties are trying to prevent that by keeping them as blue as possible. That's what's happening, and it's just a part of the American Game of Thrones of power. I literally have no problem with any of it. It all makes sense. Everyone's just playing the damn game. It's just a meta. It's a video game with a meta. That's all this is at the end of the day.
Some of the Democrats who are not showing up for a quorum are actually still here in the state. So is it the case that you could actually arrest those representatives and bring them back to Austin to establish a quorum?
That'd be wild.
So that is correct. And Will, as we're talking right now, Texas Department of Public Safety officers are on the streets looking for those Democrat House members to arrest them and to take them to the Texas Capitol and hold them there until a quorum is reached.
It's crazy that that's actually real. That's happening. That's the governor of Texas saying, yeah, we're looking for them, and they're going to be arrested and held. Here's this statement right here. Today, I took emergency action to begin the removal of office of derelict Democrat Texas House members who refused to show up for this special session. So they have this thing. They're supposed to show up, and these people have fled, and they need them there in order for the law to move forward. Yeah, no, this is official. They're going after him. Even Trump had comments on this.
Texas Senator John Cornyn is asking for your help to force Democrats back to the state and hold them accountable. Do you want the federal government and the FBI to help locate and arrest these Texas Democrats who have left the state?
Well, I think they've abandoned the state. Nobody's seen anything like it, even though they've done it twice before. And in a certain way, it almost looks like they've abandoned the state. It looks very bad. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Should the FBI get involved? Should the FBI get involved?
Well, they may have to. They may have to. No, I know they want them back. Not only the Attorney General, the governor wants them back. If you look, I mean, the governor of Texas is demanding they come back. So a lot of people are demanding they come back. You can't just sit it out. You have to go back. You have to fight it out. That's what elections are all about.
If Texas redrawing their map would get you 5 safe red seats, it means that California, New York, and Illinois and Maryland are all going to redraw their maps to add safe blue seats. Is it worth it? Trump says, well, they'll do it anyways. And that makes total sense to me. That's why I don't care, because there's nothing that's going to stop either side from playing the game this way, because it's not illegal. So in order to be competitive, and it's all about power, like I always call it American Game of Thrones, In order to hold power, they have to play the game a certain way, and that's why both sides are doing this. And it just is the way it is. You know what shouldn't be, though? Breast milk ice cream. A popular baby brand is releasing a breast milk flavored ice cream. It's made to taste sweet, nutty, and slightly salty, and includes nutrients found in real breast milk like vitamins, healthy fats, and calcium. The ice cream will be available in 9 months. I didn't read that part before, bro. That's funny. Also, that's absolutely terrifying and disgusting. Do not make this. Some things should not happen. Some things do not. Just because we have the power to do it doesn't mean we should. It's time to talk about the killer robots. Unitree unleashes new hunter dog robot. This thing is absolutely terrifying. This is the scariest thing. This is basically Terminator 2, dude. Look at it. But it's doing it. Oh, that's 10 kilometers. And it's just going. It keeps going. There it is. Oh, 12 kilometers. I was just saying, this is, you know, the new Black Mirror. Like, they need to make a Black Mirror episode based off of this robot. In other news, just in, President Trump has signed an executive order creating a task force to oversee the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. Trump himself will be leading the task force instead of Gavin Newsom. Thank God. I'm sure Gavin Newsom will throw a fit that he can't launder Olympic money to his cronies. That's funny. Here's Trump talking a little bit about it.
The other thing is, we'll do anything necessary to keep the Olympics safe, including using our National Guard or military. Okay?
Well, that is kind of the military. Trump then gets presented with the medals from the 1984 Olympics. And he jokes around. Yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy the joke.
A full set of the 84 original medals.
Here he goes. Listen. This is so funny.
Can I say that I won them athletically?
Yes, sir.
He's always clip farming, bro. So you know that there's going to be extreme lefties. They're going to hear that, and they're going to be like, "Ree!" Even though he's just joking around, but they can't help themselves, and he knows they can't help themselves, and he's just like feeding his pets. Trump then goes on to talk about the United States will not let men steal trophies from women at the 2028 Olympics. So basically, this is a double down on the no men and women's sports, you know, the trans issue. Here we go. Here we go.
Thank him for recently banning men from competing in women's sports. That's a big deal. Thank you very much.
Yep.
We don't want that. It's amazing the way I don't hear any applause for that when everyone feels it. It's a 97. Don't worry about it. That's a 97-3. It's not 80-20. It's 97-3. But nobody wants to clap. It's crazy. The United States will not let men steal trophies from women at the 2028 Olympics, so we appreciate the fairness. And
such an obvious issue. Stop letting, you know, I mean, sorry, trans people, this is one of the ones where we got to say no, okay? I mean, hey, I'm happy to oblige on so many things, This one is a hard fucking no. You got to play with the people of the gender you're born as, because men are biologically stronger than women, and sports, they're going to dominate. That's why trans athletes that have been participating in women's sports are getting all these medals and defeating everybody and breaking all these records. It's because they're men competing against women. What's this? Nora Ingram's lips are so filled that she sounds like she's on Novocaine. Let me see.
You said there was irrefutable evidence that Obama was the mastermind of this intelligence manipulation and the perpetuation of the Russia hoax.
There's probably something going on.
What is that irrefutable evidence for our viewers?
That's pretty funny, but I don't know. It's common. Everyone does it. It's not a lefty or a righty thing. A lot of women do this when they're getting older. They're doing it. It's not my favorite thing. I don't think that they should, but people can modify their bodies however the fuck they want. Let's talk about who is going to take over MAGA. That's right. Trump was asked about it. He doesn't comment on this much. I think that he's holding the cards tight. He doesn't want to endorse anyone too early. You know, I think that he's very careful with this because he's built this movement, and then he's going to hand it off to someone else. You know, like, who's going to inherit this? He talked about it today.
Trump, nice to see you got off the roof all right.
Yeah.
You said this morning that you probably won't be running for a third term. This weekend, Secretary of State Rubio said that he thought J.D. Vance would be a great nominee. You could clear the entire Republican field right now. Do you agree that the heir apparent to MAGA is J.D. Vance?
Well, I think most likely, in all fairness, he's the vice president. I think Marco is also somebody that maybe would get together with J.D. in some form. I also think we have incredible people, some of the people on the stage right here. So it's too early, obviously, to talk about it, but certainly he's doing a great job, and he would be probably favored at this point.
It's big news because he doesn't talk about it much, but he's also, we're not even one whole year in yet, so he has a lot of time to make up his mind. But it's interesting to hear him talk about it, and that is the general sentiment, is J.D. Vance would be the one who inherits it, which is wild. Just imagine being that guy. That's an easy win. Like, the momentum's already there. He runs again. We'll probably have another 4 years of Republican, potentially 8. And then I think we're going to see a hard swing lefty. That's just my prediction. I mean, what is it? It's the 5th of August, 2025. We'll see if I'm right. I'm actually not super familiar with Alex Stein, but I think he's a comedian. But yeah, he like photobombed NBC News or something. Let's check it out.
Have you been able to keep tabs on what's happening there? Can you bring us an update?
We just watched the speaker gavel out with a whole lot of anger, Kelly. Here's the state of play. Here's
MSNBC sucks.
Hey, how are you?
MSNBC sucks.
Can I talk to you for a second?
MSNBC sucks.
You can see.
Okay.
You can see the frustration.
Sometimes this happens, and we understand that that can happen. And while we love free speech, we're going to keep control here. So, Ryan.
Welcome. Introduce yourself.
Oh, there's more.
My name's Alex Stein. I'm considered one of the sexiest men in conservative politics. And one thing I want to say, a lot of people are going to hear my testimony and you're going to say you're anti-LGBTQ. I want to say that's impossible because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So obviously I have a lot of gay pride.
What the fuck?
You know, a lot of conservatives like yourself, you want to outlaw transgenders and women's sports. I disagree. I like transgenders and women's sports because you can gamble on them and win money. You know, I won so much money on Leah Thomas's propeller in that pool. I almost turned draft kings, into draft queens. And, you know, I actually like transgenders in the military, too, because, first of all, transgenders are some of the meanest people on planet Earth, so they make a good soldier, don't you think? And then, you know, second of all, transgenders love to do mass. So, you know, that's perfect for a military veteran. And then on top of that, the suicide rate is incredibly high among transgender people, so we could just use them like the has suicide bombers. Maybe you guys can actually, you know, if you commit actually help us in the battlefield. So that would be good. So I think we need transgenders in the military and women's sports. Now, when we come to the bathroom bill, though, this is an asymmetrical problem because, first of all, no dude cares if, like, a bisexual woman comes in there and tries to use, like, a pee funnel. You know, if some lady boy comes in there, some, you know, stud comes in there, wants to pee in the urinal. No guy's going to be threatened by, you know, a trans woman. But we don't want these gargoyles in a dress, you know, some chick with a dick coming in there and trying to pee or poop next to my girlfriend because that's disgusting. And, well, I was going to say something. Listen, I have my First Amendment right. Let me just speak. So, We're sick of these transgenders trying to invade women's personal spaces. These people have autogynephilia, they're sexual perverts, and they actually get satisfaction from going there and looking under a stall. So these are mentally ill people that are on hormones, that are on all kinds of pills. Yeah. They're impulsive, and they do not belong in a women's restroom. So if some of you lesbians want to come in and pee next to me, you're more than welcome. So we just don't let the chicks with dicks in the women's room, and you guys are all welcome in the men's room.
It's
I think that works.
That is, who is that guy? Who is he? Is he just some fucking like righty activist essentially? Oh my God, this guy's face. It's funny, but it's also fucked up. Both things are true, in my opinion. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching to the very end of the video. You guys are my favorite. I gotta go. See ya.